For 78 minutes, the football world stood entirely still. The defending champions, Argentina, were not just losing, they were being systematically dismantled. On the other side of the pitch stood Egypt, a squad that had never reached the final 8 of a World Cup, executing a flawless, fearless game plan that pushed a global giant to the absolute brink of elimination. If you tuned in late, you missed what looked like the tactical upset of the century. But football is a brutal reminder that a match is 90 minutes long, not 80. What happened next wasn't just a comeback. It was a masterclass in psychological resilience, a lesson in why you can never leave the pitch before the final whistle, and the ultimate blueprint on how to fight for a dream when everything tells you it's over. Let's break down how Egypt completely dominated the world champions for nearly the entire match. They didn't do it by sitting back and hoping for luck. They did it with clinical precision and absolute tactical discipline. The shockwave hit early. In the 15th minute, Yasser Ibrahim found the back of the net, putting Egypt ahead 1-0 and shattering Argentina's early confidence. Even when Lionel Messi was handed a penalty just 5 minutes later in the 20th minute, Egypt's keeper, Mostafa Shobeir, stood tall, guessing correctly to parry the ball away. From that moment, Egypt built a fortress. They suffocated the Argentine midfield, isolating Messi and Julian Alvarez completely. Then came the 67th minute. As Argentina pushed forward in desperation, Egypt struck like a viper on the counter-attack, with Mostafa Ziko slotting home a clinical finish to make it 2-0. Up until the 80th minute, Egypt looked flawless. They won every 50-50 challenge, closed down spaces effortlessly, and completely controlled the tempo of the game. Argentina looked entirely out of answers. But elite sport is won in the margins of fatigue and mental fortitude. When you are 20 minutes away from history, the weight of the dream can become paralyzing. In the 79th minute, the crack appeared. Off a desperate set piece, Cristian Romero rose above the defense to head home Argentina's first goal, 2-1. Suddenly, the psychological pressure flipped. The stadium erupted, and the Egyptian side, who had run themselves into the ground for 80 minutes, felt the sudden panic of a closing gap. Just 4 minutes later, in the 83rd minute, genius struck. Lionel Messi, redeeming his early penalty miss, found a pocket of space and unleashed a strike to level the match at 2-2. And then, deep into stoppage time, the 92nd minute, Enzo Fernández completed the heartbreak, scoring a staggering third goal to secure a 3-2 victory for Argentina. In just 12 minutes, a lifetime of work was completely upended. Egypt didn't fail because of a lack of talent. They fell victim to the razor-thin margin between victory and defeat at the highest level. It is incredibly easy to look at Egypt's exit and see only the tragedy. But the real story here is about the audacity to chase a dream in the first place. To share a pitch with the best in the world, to outthink and outplay them for 80 minutes, proves that the gap between where you are and where you want to be is never as wide as it seems. Defeat stings, and a collapse in the final minutes feels crushing. But that heartbreak is simply data. It reveals the exact moment your focus waned, the exact physical limit you need to push past next time. And for Argentina, it is the ultimate reminder. You do not give up on the dream just because you are down 2-0 with 12 minutes on the clock. You block out the noise, you find the next pass, and you trust the work you've put in. Whether you are chasing a trophy or building a career, remember this match. The pressure will come, the clock will tick down, and things will look impossible. Breathe through the panic, adjust your strategy, and play until the final whistle.